Hello and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Nana and today I'm going to Japan. It is currently the 11th of December and I figured I would do the intro here at home since it's 12 o'clock right now. I'm leaving home in about 2 hours and I don't know what else to do right now. My bags are ready and they're by the door, and right now I'm kind of just existing and my brain is just going 7 million kilometers an hour because it's just kind of trying to understand what is happening and I can't really. So I figured what better thing to do than to just set up my camera and start rambling. If not for you, then for me, I guess. And most definitely not for future me, because I'm gonna have to sit and watch this and edit this, and that's gonna be fun. So much fun. Love this. But yeah, I'm going to Japan. If you see my packing video, you might already know this, but I got a working holiday visa in Japan and today is the day that I'm leaving on a one-way ticket and a working holiday visa. And this is something I've never done before, not in this way. If you've been following me for a while, you might know that I went on a longer backpacking trip. I was away for about 7 months, traveling around in Australia and parts of Asia. And that was sort of where all of this began. That was my first backpacking trip and that was sort of my first taste of it. And for me, right now at least, I can't just be in one place. I can't just do one thing and be one thing because there's so much I want to do in so many different parts of the world. So yeah, here I am kind of just exploring and doing the things that I want to do because I'm privileged enough to be able to travel, and I think it would be a shame and a waste not to do that. This trip is different from my previous ones because I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, of course I didn't know that on my previous trips either, but I had some sort of idea of where I would go and how long I would be away for. All of my previous trips, they sort of had an end date before I'd even gone on them, and this one doesn't. I know that I'm leaving today on the 11th of December. My working holiday visa allows me to be in Japan for 1 year. I don't know if I'm gonna be there for an entire year. All I really know is that I'm going there and spending the winter season in Hakuba doing seasonal work, and after that, I don't know. I literally don't know. Maybe I go somewhere else in Japan and I get a new job. Maybe I do some volunteering. Maybe I just travel around. I literally do not know. And if I end up staying in Japan for a full year, do I go back to Sweden after that? Do I go to a different country? Again, I don't know. So yeah, this is, I would say, probably the biggest thing I've ever done. Even though I haven't done it yet, this is the biggest thing I'm about to do in my entire life, and I don't think it's quite hit me yet. In my brain, I understand that I am leaving the country, I'm traveling to another country and starting this whole whatever it's gonna be, but I don't understand it. And yeah, I guess we'll just see when it kind of hits me. Like I said, I'm leaving home in about 2 hours and I'm flying out of Copenhagen. So I have to take a train from where I live here in Sweden for about an hour, and then I'll be in Copenhagen at the airport. My flight doesn't leave until 8 p.m. So I will be at the airport quite early, but that is very much so intentional. I will have 5 hours at the airport, which is an insane amount of time. There is no need to be that early, but hear me out. First of all, I'm checking a bag this time around, which I don't usually do. Normally I just check in online and I just have my carry-on and I just go through security and straight to the gate, and it doesn't really take any time whatsoever. But this time around I do have a bag, and it's quite a big one since I am bringing my snowboard and all my snowboard gear. So that one is gonna have to be checked in, and I am a little bit uncertain about whether or not it's actually too big in terms of the length of it. So I figured I would rather have way too much time at the airport, so in case there is an issue with the bag being too big, I can sort of reassess my packing and squeeze it down and make it a bit smaller. Airports also usually tend to stress me out. Not necessarily because I'm in a rush or because I need to be stressed, but there's just something about that airport environment that makes me really stressed. So I'm thinking if I'm there so stupidly early, I can't possibly be stressed, right? If I have 5 hours to get my bag checked, go through security, find my gate, which will probably not even be announced at that time. I'm thinking that I can convince my brain to not stress. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping on that. And even if I'm stressed, I'll be there for long enough that I have time to de-stress before boarding the plane. So yeah, I have 2 more hours here at home. I'm kind of just gonna try to keep myself busy so I don't go completely insane. I haven't actually finished editing my packing video yet, so I might just sit and do that for a while. When I'm editing, time tends to just kind of fly by, so yeah, I think that'll be a good strategy. And in 2 hours, we'll be going to the airport. I'm excited. Like I said, it hasn't hit me, but I'm excited. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's go to Japan.
I've got a feather on my arm, and every type of bad weather, I feel it come, and every kind of bright ray, you shine in the day, it never ever fly away, not for long.
I wanted my first kiss when I was 6. Used to play ding-dong ditch when my crush crossed the crib, thinking that might have gave her a hint. But I ran like a bitch when she asked me if I liked her friend. Had my first girlfriend at 16. Shit lasted a week. When I went day to the movies and I was knocking my knees from credit roll to the moment that they lit up the screen. But I still snagged the smooch just for being a dweeb. Got my heart broke a couple years later. Fell in lust with a boy playing band, playing part of Heartbreaker. Then found myself at the age 21. Who would've known stacking fruit on a shelf would've led me to love? That working on myself would've led to an us, and that would all fall apart.
It's 1:47 and it's officially time to go. Okay, this thing is heavy. Oh, and it looks ridiculous. So, here we go. I have officially checked in. I got the little odd size sticker for my ski bag that I'm now gonna go and drop off on the other end of the airport. So I've got some walking to do. I actually ended up checking in my Osprey as well. So now I just have my day bag because like I don't have anything in it that I need for the flight or for the layovers. So I figured I might as well just get rid of it, and hopefully I'll see it again in Tokyo. I usually don't like ever check any baggage whatsoever, but now that I'm checking this, I figured I might as well check the Osprey as well, since I mean I'm gonna have to wait for the bags at the airport anyways, so might as well just do one more bag and do a little less carrying now. So yeah, let's go drop off my ski bag. And just like that, I am mostly bagless and on my way to security. Let's go. Okay, there we go. I've made it to my gate. The plane leaves at 8 and it's currently 5:30. So I do have another 2.5 hours here, but that is kind of just what I planned. I plan on being here stupid early so I could kind of just chill. And yeah, it worked. I haven't really been stressed like at all actually. Like I said, I just went to my gate. On my way here, I popped by an espresso house, got myself a lemon and passion fruit iced tea as well as a smoked salmon bagel. Because yeah, it is 5:30 and I haven't really eaten like proper lunch. I mean, I ate something before I left home, but I wasn't really hungry, so it'll be nice with some food now. It does also say that food is included on the plane. However, I don't know when. I don't know what type of meal. Like, are we getting dinner or is it like breakfast? Like, what time zones are we doing the food by? I have no idea. So yeah, I figured it would be nice to just eat something now. Of course, I also have a shit ton of snacks with me, but some food is probably a good idea right about now. So I'm just gonna have that and chill here for a bit. Might do some editing actually. Yeah, like I said before, I dropped off my Osprey as well, so it's just me and this guy now, which is kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not having to walk around with a bag on your back and a bag on your belly. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Just fingers crossed that it makes it all the way to Tokyo. I do know that sometimes things get lost. Like, it's not supposed to happen, but it happens. But hopefully not my bag. Also checked in my snowboard bag and there was no issues whatsoever with the length of it. I was a bit worried about that, but no issues at all. Just got my tag and then I had to like walk over to another place to drop it off because it is a bigger item. So yeah, security was pretty chill as well. There was quite a long line, but like I said, I have a shit ton of time, so I wasn't stressing at all. And yeah, now we're here. And in 2.5 hours, I will be flying from Copenhagen to Shanghai. That will be sort of the first portion of the trip. So the flight from here to Shanghai will be 10.5 hours. Then I have a 4-hour layover in Shanghai, and then another flight that will be around 2.5 hours, I believe, from Shanghai to Tokyo. So yeah, in like 19 hours from now, I will be in Tokyo. That is wild. And like, it's starting to hit me, but not fully. So we'll see when that happens. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and have my bagel. That was it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. This is actually so good. Are in Shanghai. Alright guys, we are in Shanghai at the airport, and by we I mean me. I'm by the gates and my next flight is leaving in about 2 hours, so I do have some time to just chill here. The first flight went well, I'd say. I slept for some of it, not all of it. I think I slept for maybe like 4 hours, 5, and yeah. I'm in China. I don't think I've ever been in China before. Also, I don't think this like properly counts because I'm not actually like in the country. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just at the airport. But once I got here, I had to go to a different terminal. That was super simple. I just followed the signs, hopped on a train, got off at the next station, and I was at the terminal that I was supposed to be at. I will say I did have a moment when I was in line for security where I was like, shit, I haven't looked up like drone regulations in China, and I don't know if you need like special papers or anything to be able to take it, even though I'm only here for transit. So I was like, they might take my drone, I don't know, but I went through security and there was no issues, so I was really happy about that. And yeah, then I just walked to my gate. Like I said, I do have some time here, so yeah, I kind of just been walking up and down this long stretch here, looking at some of the shops. Some of them are quite like intense and overwhelming, but I know that it'll be like that in Japan as well. And I'm kind of thinking that if I start microdosing these like overstimulating shops today, I might not get as overstimulated tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I also got myself a coffee because I'm trying to combat jet lag as best as I can, and I think I've come up with a solution. I don't know, I guess future me will be the judge of that, because I haven't really gotten that much sleep. But once I arrive in Tokyo in like what, 5 hours, it'll be evening, and then I kind of just need to go to bed if I want to get my brain into like Japan time. So I just need something to get me through the next couple of hours, and I'm hoping that once I arrive at my hostel I'll be tired enough to go to sleep. So yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking a coffee now is a good idea, but maybe it's not. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, something I did before takeoff in Copenhagen is that I bought myself an eSIM. The company I ended up choosing is Airalo. Now, this is not sponsored whatsoever. I bought it with my own money. However, when I did buy it, I also got a referral code, so that if someone else buys an eSIM with my code, they will get 3 euros off of their purchase, and I will also get 3 euros off of my next purchase. So if you want to use that, I'll write it in the description. I was between a few different ones, so either I would have gone with Airalo, or there was this other one called Saily, which also had quite similar things to offer and similar prices as well, and I just chose Airalo because I also had a discount code for that one, so that one ended up being cheaper. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how it ends up working once I actually get to Japan. But I've bought it, I've installed it, and now I just need to like activate it, and I'll do that once I get to the country. So fingers crossed that it works out. I have tried a different eSIM before as well that did not work whatsoever. That one was Olafly. I'd heard a lot of great things about it, but I did not have a good experience with it, and I have a friend that also did not have a good experience with it. So probably not gonna do that one unless I kind of have to. I would say the only perk with Olafly is that they offer a lot of unlimited plans, but that doesn't really help if it doesn't work. So yeah, for now I'm testing out Airalo, and like I said, I'll let you guys know how it works, if it works, but we'll have to wait until we get to Tokyo. I think that was it for now. I'll sit here for another hour, maybe do one more lap around the airport, I don't know, just move my legs a bit, and then it's time to hop on the plane and fly to Tokyo. I have officially arrived at my accommodation here in Tokyo, but you do not understand the level of tired that I am right now. It is currently midnight here in Tokyo, which means it's like 4 p.m. in Sweden, but considering I didn't sleep much last night, I am exhausted. And I have officially been away for like 26 hours now. It's been a journey. I'd say it's been pretty smooth. Like, considering the length of the journey, it's been really smooth and nothing has really gone wrong. It's just been a really long day and I'm so tired. But yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with how the journey went. Once I arrived in Tokyo, I just had to go through like customs and immigration and all of that. I got my residency card since I am here on a working holiday visa, so that's something they give you straight away in immigration. And then I just went to look for the carrier service that I will be shipping my snowboard bag with, since I am most definitely not gonna take that thing onto like the trains and the buses and everything like that. That would have been absolutely horrible, like awful, not even possible. So I'm shipping that one to Hakuba, where I'll be going in a few days from now. Hopefully it arrives, I do not know. Funniest thing, I went to the location where this company has sort of like their office in the airport. It's super convenient. Basically, the company is called Kuroneko, which is like black cat something. I'll insert it here, and you can just go to one of their locations and hand in your luggage and they'll ship it somewhere, either like to the airport if you don't want to lug your things to there, or from the airport if you're going somewhere and you don't want to bring all of your bags like physically with you. So that's what I'm doing with my snowboard bag, and they'll just deliver it. First and foremost, they'll try to deliver it to the address that I put in, but if no one's like at home or able to pick it up, they will just drop it off at the nearest pickup place in relation to the location that I put in, or the accommodation that I want them to send it to. And it was like relatively cheap as well. I don't know how much it was, but I can look it up actually. I paid 4,690 yen for like a massive snowboard bag, so I think that was pretty good. But the funniest thing is, when I stood in line for that delivery service, first of all, this random guy started talking to me. He was like, "Oh, what you got in the bag?" I was like, "Oh, snowboard," and he thought that was super cool, and we started talking. And whilst we were standing there talking, the guy in front of both of us, we could kind of tell that he was like sort of listening a little bit and like looking over at us. And once we got further along in the line, he was like, do you guys know how to do this? And we were both like, no, not really. Apparently we had to like fill out this form, and it was fully in Japanese. But he was so kind, I kid you not. He just left all of his bags and went with us to get those forms, and he like helped us fill them out. So I had been sent my address from my employer, and that was like both in Japanese and in like English letters. So he just looked at my phone and just like started filling everything in Japanese. And I was like, cool, I guess that's where I'm sending it. I'm hoping he put in the right thing. I guess we'll see. But he was so kind, and he just helped both of us fill in our forms. And after that, he obviously went back in line and dropped his things off. And when he was done with that, he came back to us and he was like, "So where are you guys going? Where are you staying?" And like we showed him on a map. The other guy was staying pretty close to the airport, but I'm staying a bit further away. And he looked at both of our locations and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going in that direction too. If you want, I'll help you like find the proper transport." So he waited for us to finish dropping off our bags, and then the three of us went down to like the subway and got the trains out of Haneda Airport as well. He was just so kind. He was helping us look up like where to go and which trains to take and switches and everything like that. And obviously he knows the place a lot better, so even though Google Maps was suggesting one thing, he was like, "Yeah, but you can actually take it a station further and then you can do the switch, and that would be better." So yeah, it was just so nice, and honestly that helped quite a lot, because at that point my brain, like now, it's not braining anymore. I'm so tired. And the subways at that time as well, they were so crammed. Like we were standing like sardines, and every time the doors opened, more people just came shoving in, and we were just like even more cramped. But yeah, that's just how it is during rush hour, I guess. But yeah, I am finally at my accommodation, and like I know I said that it hit me before that like I'm going to Japan, I'm in Japan, but it's such a weird feeling because it's sort of like an out of body experience. Like I know that I'm here mentally, I know that, but like it doesn't feel like it. I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, that 10-minute walk from the station to my accommodation was really nice. It was just so peaceful and quiet. I did walk past a Lawson, so of course I had to go in and get myself something to eat. So I bought myself a egg sandwich as well as a salmon onigiri. So that's gonna be my dinner, midnight snack, I don't even know. And then I'm just gonna pass out. I'm so tired. But yeah, the fact that I can get all of this for 518 yen, I'm not complaining at all. I can live with this. Ooh, and one more thing. The eSIM that I talked about earlier, I obviously activated it once I landed in Japan and it works. So I'm really happy with that. And like I said, I will insert this referral code that you can just type in if you want to use it. You'll get a bit of a discount and I'll get some money on my next purchase. So feel free to use that if you want to. But that is gonna be it for today. I'll show you guys the room tomorrow as well. I don't have the energy. I'm just gonna eat and then pass out. So thanks for coming along and traveling with me to Japan. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, whatever the hell this is, then stick around, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Come with me to Japan. You do not understand the level of tired that I am. Why is my hair doing that? Oh my god, words right now. Intro. Do the thing. I'm too tired to explain this.